Dear students, in our previous class we studied verbs, forms and structures and present tense, and in today's class I am going to explain other two tenses, past tense and future tense. So before that, once again recall the forms of the verbs. Forms. Here, first one, next one, third one, fourth one and fifth one. Present, past and past participle, past participle, present participle, and infinitive. It is V1, V2, V3, V1 plus ing and 2 plus V1. As we discussed yesterday, already we have used this one while framing simple present tense. Today we use this one. Today we are going to frame past tense, V3, all perfect tenses, all continued tenses and conditional statements. Okay. Here, past tense. As the standard pattern of or the structure of sentence, S plus V plus O, plus or minus. If there is an object, it is called a transitive. If there is no object, it is called intransitive. Past tenses. Past tense. First one, simple past tense or past indefinite tense. As the pattern, S plus V plus O. Here, past form of the verb should be used. Here, if I write a letter, it is V1 form, it is present tense. Its past form we should use its V2 form. It is the next form, V2 form. Hence, it should be S plus V2 plus O. Here, take the same example. I write a letter. I write a letter. Here in past tense, I wrote a letter. We wrote a letter. Here, you wrote a letter. And you wrote a letter. Ha. Then he wrote a letter. She wrote a letter. It wrote a letter. They wrote a letter. So past tense, simple past tense. What is the structure? S plus V plus V2 plus O. Past form of V1, that is wrote, is used. Then here, S plus V2 plus O, positive sentence. Its negative is S plus. How to make negative? Adding not with helping verb. That is helping verb. Here it is did plus not. That is B form. Plus V1 plus object here. Their do form in present tense is a past form of do, it is did form. Okay, you make it be form also, do form. Then its interrogative bringing out its helping verb, did plus yes plus V1 plus object. When we write did, we should not use V2. Okay, here did, it should be V1, did V1, past tense, it is a helping verb of the past tense, so we have taken it as V1 form. I wrote a letter, I didn't write a letter, did I write a letter? So this is the past tense, simple past tense, positive, negative, it's interrogative. Okay, these three structures. And next, its continuation, past continuous tense. Past continuous tense. In present continuous, we wrote I am here going to school. I am going to school. Here, an easy example. Here, past tense of this one in be forms am, is, are. Here, was, were. In our previous class, we came to regarding auxiliaries or helping verbs, primary and modal auxiliaries, do forms, be forms, have forms. Okay, here be forms, am, it becomes was. Hence, here past continuous tense, in past continuous tense, its structure is yes plus be form plus V1 plus ing, that is present participle, V1 plus ing plus object. Here I, its past tense, was writing a letter. Here it's first person singular, first person plural. We were writing a letter. Then you were writing a letter. You were writing a letter. Then he, she, it, third person singular. He was writing a letter. She was writing a letter, and it was writing a letter, and they were writing a letter. Here simple past and past continuous, which was going in the past. I was writing a letter. Here it indicates time, this indicates action. Okay, its standard form, yes plus be plus V1 plus ing plus object. And here yes plus be plus V1 plus ing plus object, and then its negative is yes plus be plus not. I was not, we were not, we were not, he was not, it was not, they were not. Yes plus be plus not plus V1 plus ing plus object. Interrogative be plus yes plus V1 plus ing plus object. Was I, were we, was he, was it, So like this. Here, interrogative sentence. So here is a positive, is a negative, and this is an interrogative. So past continuous tense. And then it's perfect tense now, past perfect tense. Take the same verb and it is very easy to identify the transformation of verb from one tense to another one tense. Here it's past perfect tense. Past perfect tense. Take the same sentence, I was writing a letter. If we change it into a present perfect tense, this is I was writing a letter. Now change the same sentence into present perfect. Here I have written a letter. So present perfect. Yesterday we discussed auxiliaries. So have forms have and has. Its past form is had. Its past form is had. So and we have to use V3 form, perfective, perfective. So V3 form PP, past participle. Hence in past perfect tense have is changed into had and remains as it is. Now then what is the structure of past perfect tense? Structure of past perfect tense is yes plus had plus V3 plus object. V3 plus object. Now here I had written a letter. If it is present perfect, have. Now past perfect, have. Then we had written a letter. You had written a letter. Then you had written a letter. He, she, it. There is no change. Had written a letter. She had written a letter. It had written a letter. And they had written a letter. See here these forms. Had. I had written a letter. We had written a letter. And you had written a letter. She had, it had, they had. Had form is used in past perfect tense. While writing past perfect tense, the structure is used yes plus had plus V3 plus object. Now what is further structures? Yes plus had plus V3 plus object. That is positive statement. Its negative is yes plus had plus not. I hadn't written V3 plus object. And what is its interrogative? Its interrogative is had plus yes plus then V3 plus object. I had written a letter. I hadn't written a letter. Had I written a letter. So these three structures concerned with past perfect tense. Then in past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect continuous tense. In past perfect continuous tense, therein first refer present perfect continuous tense. Frame on present perfect continuous tense. Take the same example over here. Take this is a past perfect tense. Now here past perfect continuous tense. Change the same sentence into present perfect continuous tense first. I have written a letter. Present perfect continuous tense, as we framed yesterday. So the change over here is I have written a letter. Present perfect tense. Present perfect continuous tense in the sense I have been writing a letter. I have been writing a letter. We have been, you have been, you have been, he, she, it has been, and then it is last one, they have been writing a letter. Here the only one change, as we have done over here, had only one change here. In place of have, we have to use had. Then what is the structure? Yes plus had plus been plus V1 plus ing plus object. So I'll refer this one. It is very easy to frame this one because present perfect continuous to past perfect continuous. So I had been writing a letter. Very simple example. Once again, we had been writing a letter. Then you had been writing a letter. Then you had been writing a letter. Then he had been writing a letter. She had been writing a letter. Then it had been writing a letter. Last, they had been writing a letter. So past tense. Past tense is past perfect continuous tense. Had been, okay, writing V1 plus ing. Present participle should be used. Then structures. In negative, what is the negative? Adding not with helping verb. That is subject plus had plus not. I hadn't plus been plus V1 plus ing plus object. Negative. I hadn't been writing a letter. She hadn't been writing a letter. Then interrogative form of this one is had plus yes plus been plus V1 plus ing plus object. Had I been, had I been writing a letter. So interrogative form. This is the past tense. We will see all the structures of past tense now. All the structures in the sense, take yes plus V2 plus object, yes plus did plus not plus V1 plus object, did plus then yes plus V1 plus object. Simple present tense. Next, past continuous tense. Yes plus be form plus V1 plus ing plus object, and yes plus be plus not plus V1 plus ing plus object. Next, be plus yes plus V1 plus ing plus object. Interrogative. Okay, next, third, yes plus perfect tense. Here, had plus V3 plus object, yes plus had plus not plus V3 plus object. Next, had plus yes plus V3 plus object. Fourth one, yes plus had plus been, yes plus had plus been plus V1 plus ing plus object. Yes plus had plus not plus been plus V1 plus ing plus object. Then had plus yes plus been plus V1 plus ing plus object. It's a change according to the simple past, past continuous, past perfect and past perfect continuous. Now future tense. In future tense, as we studied auxiliaries yesterday, that is primary and modal auxiliaries. We use modal auxiliaries, shall and will. In first person singular and first person plural, we use shall, and in all remaining persons, in second person and third person, we use will. Her future tense. Future tense, simple future, simple future. Her, as I said, we have to use these auxiliaries. That is, auxiliaries are divided into two: primary auxiliaries and modulary auxiliaries. Modulary auxiliaries are shall, will, may, might. Okay. Here these auxiliaries we have to use. What is the standard structure here? Yes plus modulary, modal auxiliary plus V1 plus object. Here I shall, take the same example here. I shall write a letter. I shall write a letter. Then we shall write a letter. Then you will write a letter. You will write a letter. He will write a letter. She will write a letter. And it will, rightful, it will write a letter. And they will write a letter. What is the standard form? Subject plus modal auxiliary plus V1 plus object. Okay. Now here the modals, modal auxiliaries. Now it's negative, adding not with auxiliary, that is yes plus modal auxiliary plus not plus V1 plus object. I shall not, we shall not, you will not, you will not, he will not, he, she, it will not, and they will not write a letter. Then it's an interrogative. Here bringing it here, plus yes plus V1 plus object. Shall I write a letter? Will he write a letter? Will she write a letter? will they write a letter, or shall we write a letter, means bringing it outside. So this is simple future tense. Now future continuous tense. Future continuous tense. Future continuous tense. Standard structure is S plus MX, modal auxiliary plus B plus V1 plus ing plus object. Change the same sentence into continuous tense. I subject, modal auxiliary shall be writing a letter. I shall be writing a letter. Then we shall be writing a letter. Then you will be writing a letter. Then further, you will be writing a letter. Next, he, she, it will be writing a letter. Writing a letter. Next, they will be writing a letter. This is the standard form. S plus modal auxiliary plus B plus V1 plus ing plus object. Okay. Then what is its negative? S plus modal auxiliary plus not. I shall not be writing V1 plus ing a letter. S plus modal auxiliary plus not plus B plus V1 plus ing plus object. Here its interrogative is interrogative form. Okay. So here modal auxiliary plus S plus B plus V1 plus ing plus object transitive. Shall I be, will he be, will she be, last will they be writing a letter. It means these are the standard structures while framing interrogative sentence. Then future perfect. Future perfect tense. Future perfect tense. Future perfect tense. Students, select the same verb. Here the structure is subject plus modal auxiliary plus have plus V3 perfect, perfective, PP form plus object. I shall have written a letter. I shall write a letter, I shall be writing a letter, I shall have been written a letter. So future perfection we are talking. Then we shall have written a letter. Then you will have written a letter. Then you will have written a letter. He, she, it will have written a letter. Then they will have written a letter. This is here, I shall have written a letter. Okay, we shall have, you will have written, he, she, it will have written a letter, and they will have written a letter. So what is its negative now? Yes plus modal auxiliary plus not. I shall not have plus have plus V3 plus object. V3 plus object. I shall not have written a letter. Take another one. He will not have written a letter. Then its negative is modal auxiliary plus have subject plus have plus V3 plus object. Shall I have written a letter. Shall I have written a letter. Shall, will he have written a letter. Means while framing future perfect tense, we have to use these structures. Then future perfect continuous tense. Future perfect continuous tense. Future perfect continuous tense. Future perfect continuous tense. Here yes plus modal auxiliary plus have plus been plus V1 plus ing plus object, its structure. I shall have been writing a letter. Okay. I shall have been playing. I shall have been playing cricket. He will have been playing cricket. Means here future perfect continuous tense. In future we are talking about perfection and continuity both. I shall have been writing a letter. Okay, here now another one. We shall have been writing a letter. Then you will have been writing a letter. Same here, you will have been writing a letter. Then he, she, third person singular, he, she, it will have been writing a letter. Then they will have been writing a letter. Very simple examples that I have selected here. This is the structure. These are all the sentences which are related to future perfect continuous tense. Then, now what is its negative? Yes subject plus modulary auxiliary I shall not plus have plus been plus V1 and plus ing plus object. I shall not have been writing a letter. He will not have been writing a letter. And how to make its interrogative? Modal auxiliary plus subject plus have plus been plus V1 plus ing plus object. Here, shall I have been writing a letter? Shall I have been writing a letter? Will he have been writing a letter? It means the different structures in future perfect continuous tense concerned with negative and interrogative. So by this we concluded all the tenses in brief, not in detail, and we need all these transformations for our direct, indirect. So 5 forms: present form, past participle, present participle and infinitive, and these 3 tenses and their transformations from given to asked. Here we'll see the forms S plus V1 plus O, I sing a song. S plus B plus V1 plus ing plus object. I am singing a song. S plus have plus V3 plus object. I have sung a song. S plus have plus been plus V1 plus ing plus object. I have been singing a song. Next, S plus V2 plus O, I sang a song. Then S plus B plus V1 plus ing plus O, I was singing a song. Then S plus had plus V3 plus O, I had sung a song. S plus had plus been plus V1 plus ing plus object. I had been singing a song. Then next, S plus max plus V1 plus O, I shall sing a song. S plus MAX plus BE plus V1 plus ING plus O, I shall be singing a song. Then S plus MAX plus modal auxiliary plus have plus V1 plus ING plus, sorry, here V3 plus object. I shall have sung a song. Next, S plus modal auxiliary plus have plus been plus V1 plus ING plus object. Here I shall have been singing a song. Okay, my dear students, see here. Now, sing, I am singing, have sung, have been singing, sang, was singing, had sung, had been singing, shall sing, shall be singing, shall have sung, shall have been singing. Okay, these are all the different structures and different tenses told there. We have completed now. And based on the knowledge what we studied in these two classes, forms of verbs, auxiliaries and these tense, and we have to study direct, indirect, from given direct to indirect, and direct, indirect, it is rules based. Okay, different rules are there. We'll discuss all these rules and regulations concerned with transformation from direct to indirect. Will be discussed in our next class. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.